Good morning. I never know when I go live. It just happens. So good morning. It sometimes takes me by surprise. I hope everyone is doing good today. Welcome again to my Top Tip Tuesday and another marketing tip. Although today I'm not really doing a marketing tip, it's more business tip. So obviously, we're in crazy times at the moment, and there are a lot of people. Husband's computer's making funny noises. There's a lot of people that are in the situation where they're maybe facing redundancy, reduced hours, uncertainty about their jobs, and have maybe toyed with the idea of starting a business, or always dreamt of running their own business, and now could be a really good time to do it. So I just thought, from somebody that in a really horrible circumstance, I was made redundant, literally had no savings, nothing, moved to a new area, and I was like, oh, I'm going to start a business. So from somebody that's been running a business for 10 years now and like doing all right, I'm quite good at what I do, I'm successful, I thought it might help some people that may be teetering on the edge of starting their own business, or maybe have never thought about it before and were thinking, maybe this is something that I could do. Oh, we have some comments. Oh, hi, Phil. My husband's watching. And hi, Eleanor. I forgot to do my little banner. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so my first tip is, if you're thinking about starting your business, you have to do something you love. So say if you're currently working in, I don't know, IT, and it's a job you sort of fell into and you've always done it, but it's just a job to make ends meet. There's probably no point you running a business that's gonna be IT. It's gotta be something that you're like so passionate about. Like Sunday night, I was thinking about my business and I couldn't wait to get up on Monday morning to get to my computer to start doing work. You've got to have that passion for what you're doing. So it can be something completely different that you've done from normal. If you've got a passion and a love for it, you've got skills and expertise and knowledge in that area, then that is going to be something that is really good for you to do. There's no point doing something that is like, yeah, well, it's all right, yeah, I've got skills in that, I can do it. You've got to live and breathe it. It's got to make you tingle. You've just got to want to do it. So that's top tip number one. Do something you love. Top tip number two is to make connections. So everybody knows that word of mouth marketing is the best form of marketing. I'm a marketing consultant, but I am always going to say that word of mouth marketing is the best form of marketing. And so if you can make connections with people when you start your business, one of the first things that you should be doing is going out networking, meeting people, getting your name out there, meeting like-minded business people, businesses that you can have maybe do some collaborative work with. Those connections can see you through really rough patches or enhance your business, and just make it so much easier to do what you love. Finding connect people that you can work with, but also like finding a really good solicitor, a really good accountant that you get on well with, or other people that might prove useful for your customers and clients in the future as well. So making connections is one of the best things you can do. And then other people will be a great advocate for you as well. So that was tip number two. Tip number three is to ask for help. So there is no shame when you run your business of asking for things and asking people for help. Ask questions constantly. When you've made those connections, people are really willing and open to share their knowledge of how things work. If there's something that you're struggling with, whether it's like, how do I do my accounting, or how do I, do some marketing, ask people, ask other businesses of what they've done. And the other thing with that is as well about delegating. If there's an area that is not your skill set, then just don't do it. Like me, I'm crap at maths. Like I am just rubbish at maths, and I'm the first person to hold my hand up and go, I don't do maths. Where's a calculator? So I know when it comes to my accounts, I ain't going to do that myself. So I pay an accountant to do it, and it's worth every penny, because I'd be doing it for weeks if it was me doing it. So you delegate, ask for help, ask other people their opinion, and those connections that you make and those people that you meet are the people that can help you. But you must shout for help if you're struggling. If you need support with anything, finding a business mentor as well is a really good thing. When I was younger, actually, before I started my business, I had a couple of mentors in marketing, and they were amazing. And I now do that for other people as well, which is really rewarding. But yeah, ask people for help, and everyone generally is really nice and will help you. So I mean, they're my top 3 tips. However, some other things to think about, like running a business is really hard. People will expect you to work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. People call me at like 8 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I have a life. I'm not working right now. People will email all times of the day. People do expect you to be on call and work all the time when you run your own business. It's hard to say no, especially when you're starting. It's really difficult to say no. Yeah. So I'm getting distracted by a comment there. Let me put it on here. I've had a few inquiries over the years from people with big passion of big. I missed a bit of a market research. Yes, that is true. Yeah. Like if you've got an idea for running a business, make sure that there is a market for it as well. And that's the thing about like going back to ask questions. Put on your Facebook page and say, if I was to do this, would people be interested? Is there a market for it? Like research as well. Do your research first. Yeah, the other negative is that it's really difficult to say no. When you're first starting out, you just want to say yes to everything and just to make some money. But as you learn, the people to say yes to and the people to say no to. I guess one of the biggest things is no one's going to pay if you're sick. No one's going to pay you when you go on holiday. So managing those times as well. I had a period of my life where I was in hospital for 3 months. Nobody paid me. So luckily I have a business model, and I've been savvy in business to make sure I was covered for that period. But that is a negative of running your own business. And there is no doubt that it is a roller coaster. It really is a roller coaster. Some days you're flying, you're like, I'm on fire. And then like other days, things like coronavirus hit. It's a bit shit. Or you lose a client, or somebody says something negative, and it's just like, oh. But generally, there are loads and loads of positives for running your own business. Namely, that you can be so flexible, you can work what hours you choose, you can fit your work around your life, because hey, I don't know about you, but I work to live, not live. Is that right? Basically, I work so I can pay my bills, but spend lots of time with my family, and be there for the kids, take them to school in the morning, pick them up, go to school plays. I'm not going to be one of those people where the business takes over my life. So you being super flexible, that is a massive positive of running the business. And also being able to have that bit of time to have self-care as well. Although running your own business, sometimes that doesn't always work because you end up working on your business loads. But having that bit of time, just think, I'm just going to go for a walk, or I'm going to go meet some friends for a coffee today. You can do that when you run your own business. When you're restricted with a 9-to-5 job, you can't do that. So that is a massive positive. Just having that flexibility is fabulous. It is so hard running your own business, don't get me wrong, but it is so rewarding. I can't tell you the joy and the positivity and the love that I have for running my own business and seeing it grow and taking it to the next step. It's just fantastic. So if you are thinking about starting your own business, go for it. Go for it. Reach out to people, ask people what they think. You know, what have you got to lose? If you're in a situation where you're going to potentially lose your job or you're going to be made redundant, take it from somebody that was redundant and had zero savings in the bank. You can do it, and you can make money and make it successful. So yeah, so it wasn't really a marketing tip today, but I just thought it might be quite poignant at the moment to talk about that for anybody that's teetering on the edge of starting a business. So I hope that it maybe inspired somebody to think that, yeah, right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to look into it because it's hard, but it's worth it. And if you run a business and want to leave some advice in the comments or suggestions for people that are thinking about starting their business as well, like, please do leave a comment. If you have any questions again about marketing that you want to know, let me know, and I can do a top tip Tuesday about that too. But oh, look at this. Here's some inspiration for you guys. More millionaires are made during a crisis than otherwise. I could totally get that. Yeah, because you're in that fight or flight mode, aren't you? And you just got to do it. You just got to crack on and do it. So if you're thinking about starting your own business, like, do it. Seize the day, do it, and let me know, because I love hearing a positive, good news story. And again, if you run a business, put any tips in the comments, and share your advice for anybody that's thinking about starting their business as well. Okay, hope everyone has a great day, and I'll catch you next Tuesday. Bye.